Last week, financial rookie received his first paycheck. 3 weeks later, he had transformed that paycheck into a fascinating historical artifact, something that used to exist. The experience was painful, educational, and extremely expensive. But Rookie had learned an important lesson. Money disappears when you don't pay attention. So this month, he decided things would be different. This month, he would make a budget. And according to Rookie, this budget would solve everything. Unfortunately, the budget had not yet met Rookie. Meet financial Rookie, a regular guy trying to build wealth, one mistake at a time. Financial Rookie was convinced that budgets were the secret weapon of rich people. Think about it. People who have money always seem to talk about budgets. People who don't have money usually talk about what they're going to buy when they get money. So Rookie opened a spreadsheet, watched 3 budgeting videos, read half an article, and approximately 12 minutes later, declared himself a financial genius. The budget was beautiful, perfect, flawless. There was only one problem. It had absolutely no relationship with reality, and Rookie was about to find that out the hard way. The first category was savings. Rookie allocated 40% of his income, because saving money is important. The second category was investing, another 20%, because wealthy people invest. The third category was bills, a respectable amount. Then came food. Rookie looked at the number, reduced it, looked again, reduced it some more, then proudly announced, "I don't need that much food." This statement would later prove controversial, mostly with Rookie's stomach. At this point, Rookie was no longer making a budget. He was creating a fantasy novel. In his plan, he would never buy snacks, never order food, never waste money, never make impulse purchases, never be tempted. In other words, Budget Rookie and Real Rookie were completely different people. Budget Rookie woke up at 5 a.m., read financial books, cooked every meal, and invested responsibly. Real Rookie once ordered food because walking to the kitchen felt too far. The budget lasted exactly 2 days, not 2 weeks, not 2 months, 2 days. On day 3, Rookie encountered an obstacle, a flash sale. Now, economists call this marketing. Rookie called it destiny. The item was 30% off, which meant Rookie was apparently losing money by not buying it, at least according to Rookie's calculations. Calculations that should never be used by anyone. Within minutes, the budget had suffered its first casualty. Then came coffee. Then came delivery. Then came another delivery. Because apparently, the first delivery had made Rookie hungry again. And just like that, the budget was in critical condition. By the second week, Rookie had developed a new budgeting strategy. Ignore the budget. Whenever spending exceeded a category, Rookie simply moved numbers around. Food budget gone, borrow from savings. Entertainment too high, borrow from future savings. Savings gone, borrow from future Rookie. Future Rookie was financing everything without being consulted. If future Rookie had a lawyer, things would have become very complicated. Every few days, Rookie checked the budget. The budget looked terrible, so Rookie closed it. Problem solved, at least temporarily. This is similar to how some people handle smoke alarms. The fire continues, but the noise stops. And for a brief moment, everything feels fine. This is where psychology enters the story, because most budgeting failures aren't math problems, they're expectation problems. People often build budgets based on who they wish they were, not who they actually are. They budget for their ideal self, the disciplined version, The motivated version. The version that never buys snacks. But money doesn't care about your ideal self. Money responds to your actual behavior. A realistic budget beats a perfect budget every single time. Because a budget you follow is infinitely better than a budget you abandon. Financial Rookie eventually discovered a fascinating budgeting technique. Every expense was somehow an emergency. Pizza? Emergency. New headphones? Emergency. Limited time sale? National emergency. A second streaming subscription? Critical emergency. At one point, Rookie categorized a milkshake as an investment in happiness, which is technically creative, but financially questionable. Then something surprising happened. Instead of trying to be perfect, Rookie tried being realistic. He created a fun category, a snack category, an entertainment category, a category specifically for unexpected spending. And suddenly, the budget stopped feeling like punishment. It started feeling useful. Because the goal of a budget isn't to stop spending. The goal is to decide where your money goes before life decides for you. And that small shift changed everything. If you're creating your first budget, do these 3 things. First, track your real spending for a month, not your imaginary spending. Your real spending. Second, leave room for fun. Budgets that eliminate enjoyment rarely survive. Third, expect mistakes. Your first budget will not be perfect. Neither was Rookie's. Neither is anyone's. A budget is not a contract. It's a tool. Adjust it. Improve it. Use it. Money didn't suddenly become easy. Rookie still made mistakes. Still bought things he didn't need. Still occasionally confused wants with needs. But now he knew where his money was supposed to go. And that alone made him dangerous. Dangerous in a financially responsible way, which is significantly less exciting, but much better for his bank account. Next week, Financial Rookie discovers investing, a world where numbers move for reasons nobody fully understands, a place where people confidently predict the future and are wrong with remarkable consistency. Can Rookie become an investor, or will he accidentally turn investing into another financial disaster? Subscribe before Financial Rookie buys a stock because the logo looks nice. And we'll see you in the next mistake.